Hi everyone, I'm James Bishop, Global Senior Director of Demand Partnerships at SiteMinder, and welcome to this week's update from the World Hotel Index. Having jumped from 12.9% of 2019 levels on the 5th of May to 15.3% 1 week later, and then to 19.4% this past Tuesday, the week-on-week growth of hotel bookings globally has accelerated over the last fortnight. As governments around the world further flex or loosen their restrictions, it seems we no longer have to predict how quickly consumers will act to travel again. The acceleration we're witnessing in bookings makes it undeniable that many will start to book at the soonest possible moment. Unsurprisingly, the biggest spike in hotel bookings over the past week has come from New Zealand, where retail stores, restaurants and malls have reopened for the first time since a lockdown was implemented earlier this year. Nationwide, the growth of hotel bookings almost doubled this past week, from 22% to 40.4% of 2019 levels, and the trajectory does look strong. Across the Tasman Sea, the volume of hotel bookings in Australia has risen to nearly a quarter of last year's levels, and we expect the gap between Australia and the global hotel bookings will only continue to widen from here on out. That Australia-New Zealand travel bubble can't be too far away. For the first time this past week, we saw the booking momentum in both the Netherlands and Norway increase to 20.6% and 23.2% over the 2019 levels respectively. The two countries now join Germany in surpassing the global average from continental Europe. Meanwhile, in the UK, hotel bookings in Bournemouth are fast approaching the global average level at 15.5% of 2019 levels, driven perhaps by citizens seeking a beach destination getaway this summer. There is a higher confidence that this could be the case, since UK hotels, pubs and restaurants are scheduled to reopen in some form from the 4th of July. In spite of reporting Latin America's first COVID-19 case, Costa Rica is proving to be one of the most successful nations in the fight against the coronavirus. The nation of 5 million, which has just over one doctor per 1,000 people, has outdone even New Zealand in keeping infection and death rates low, and its quick decision to close all international borders in mid-March is showing positive results. In the last 2 weeks, hotel bookings nationwide have grown more than 60%, from 7.9% of 2019 levels to 12.8%. And finally, speaking of high risers, how about Taiwan? The country's booking volumes continue to soar, sitting now at 70.2% of the levels this same time last year. They're the headlines this week. Be sure to check out the live World Hotel Index on SiteMinder.com or receive this weekly update by signing up to Home for Hotels. See you next week.